Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mr. Kelley from Marlin Elementary. I teach fifth grade reading, and I'm really excited to start doing these online read alouds. I was supposed to do live, but just in case I make any mistakes this first go around, this is new to me. I wanted to record it, so hopefully you enjoy. I will have questions posted either in the comments or the status. How do I figure that out? So the book I chose to start off with is Drawn Together, and there's two reasons why I really love this book. One, as a reading teacher, it's a really good book to practice inferencing. If you don't know what inferencing is, it's basically reading in between the lines, figuring out what the author isn't directly saying to you. And how the book does that is through pictures. So majority of the book is through pictures, which I feel like would be also easier for me to start off with. There are words, so it's not just a picture book. It really has a good meaning and message behind the reason why the author did the book the way that he did. And two, I also like the book because it highlights the relationship between a grandfather and a grandson. And with me being close to my grandfather before he passed, it really holds a special place in my heart. So it's called Drawn Together. And for the students, I want you to just think for a few seconds, what do you think that Drawn Together, based off the cover and the title, what this book could potentially be about? And I'll give you a few seconds to do so. You can pause it. This would be a great time to pause. Anytime I ask a question or pose a question, that'd probably be like the best time to pause it, to give your child time to think about the question that I'm asking. Okay? So Drawn Together. We start off here. So I'm noticing, and this is typically what I do with my read alouds. I have a teacher think aloud. So this is me processing my thinking for you so you can see what's going on in my head. So I see these two plates and I can tell that this is the kids and this is the grandpas, but I can see that there's obviously a difference in the type of food that they're about to eat, because this is more of an American type of food selection, and then this up here is more of an Asian selection. So I can already see that there is a difference between the grandpa and the grandson in terms of what it is that they eat. So what's new, Grandpa? I want everybody to notice that when the grandpa responds, it's not in English. Can we watch something else? So I want to stop for a second. I want the students to think, are either of these two characters able to communicate with each other? Do they understand each other? And again, this would probably be a great point to pause. Okay. Using this page right here, I can go ahead and make the inference that the boy is probably about to draw. And when I make inferences, I want to make sure that I have text evidence. So obviously using a picture, I'm just going to pull out clues that I can see in the picture. So I see he has his hand on a piece of notebook paper or some type of paper, and he has this little box of, looks like markers and pens and pencils. So I can make the inference that he's probably going to draw or do something of the sort to use the pencil and the paper. And it looks like I was correct. So my next question, Why does the grandpa look like that? What is happening there? So we see him walking off, and he comes back, and he has this little black book and this little jar with him. Right when I gave up on talking, my grandfather surprised me by revealing by revealing a world beyond words, and in a flash, we see each other for the first time. All the things we could never come sorry, put my hand over a word. All the things we could never say come pouring out. So I do want to note that it seems like on these pages, both of our characters are drawing in their style using their utensils. So, and that's what we're seeing here on both sides. And we build a new world that even words can't describe. So my next question is, have these two characters found a way to communicate, to find a connection with each other? And if so, through what? But just when we're closer than ever, that old distance and I'm noticing that next to the boy's character is the grandpa's utensil that he's using to draw. And then next to the grandpa's character is the boy's utensil that he's using to draw. So I want you to think, moving forward, how this is going to take part, or how is it going to change what's been happening in the story so far. Comes roaring back. So they're stuck with that distance thing again. They're not able to communicate with each other. This time, I'm not afraid. Because I know that together, we can make our way across. So I want to stop right there, and my next question is, what do we think this bridge represents? What is this bridge representing for our two characters? Okay. Now, after years of searching for the right words, we find ourselves happily speechless. What inference can you make is going to happen probably next for either characters or for both characters? So, like I said, I will post questions in the comments or in the status about the book. There'll be a writing prompt, a really good writing prompt, and there'll also be 2 reader response questions responding to the actual book. Okay, thank you, and I hope you enjoy it.